Welcome everyone to Kenya.
I would like to welcome you to the 8th African Petroleum Data Management Forum here in Kenya.
I'm pleased, I have the pleasure to welcome the Norwegians, the South Africans, the Ugandans, Ghanaians, Angolans. All you guys, you are so much welcome to Kenya, to National Oil Company, and we are pleased to be able to work with you and be able to learn from each other. Karibuni sana.
Welcome to Kenya, Kenya Hakuna Matata, and we enjoy the stay here in Kenya and enjoy the conference.
One of the reasons as to why I am pretty excited to have this team here is because of the support that we have received, not just from NPD, but even from the larger community that we have in Africa on matters related to data management. So welcome, we're hoping to learn plenty from everyone, and we do appreciate the space we're in because we've seen the contributions that data has in the evolving world that we're seeing in energy.
Kenya discovered their first oil in 2012. We are working towards producing this oil. The joint venture partners just submitted the field development plan, which is now under review, and we hope that a decision on the same will be arrived at by end of June this year, so that then Kenya can progress towards becoming an oil producing country. And so at this point in time, our point is that we have been very clear that the business of petroleum is too important to be left for the market. Governments need to invest in their national oil companies for the production of the petroleum products in future, albeit in a sustainable and environmentally friendly way. And so the clarion call is that Africa needs its resources to develop. We ask that the financing for such opportunities be made available. A case is being put for cutting down on fossil fuel production, but with improved technology, petrol and petroleum products on their own or fossil fuels on their own are not harmful to the environment. It is the byproducts of their usage that harm the environment, particularly carbon emissions. And technology has advanced so that now we need to create carbon sinks. We need to use technologies of carbon capture and reuse. And basically then we need to cut down on emissions. But you cannot ask me to cut on emissions when I'm contributing less than 0.2% of the greenhouse gases to the environment. We need first to address the issue of poverty so that then as and when everybody has sufficient energy, which provides the base load for all the other activities to happen, including food production, then we need to have a just and fair energy transition story.
As National Oil, we represent Kenya's interests in this sector. And in our operations, working together with our partnership and experts in collaborations, we end up with a lot of information and data that's generated. And the skills that are coming up every day, every minute in the industry where forums converge like what we have now, being sponsored by the Norwegians, cutting across regions. This one is an African community around the data management. We benchmark, we look at the best case scenarios, the success stories, the bottlenecks, the setbacks in the systems that have been deployed by various countries and various agencies sending the partners in a forum like this. And then we learn key outputs or key takeaways from these conferences, to come and be able to look at what are the gaps in our own in-house policy and regulation requirements that we need to fill to make it easier. Because at the end of the day, what we are looking for in data is information that is supposed to guide the stakeholders make quick decisions, use less turnaround time to make decisions in terms of upstream business, to move the key industry forward. So this conference, we are looking forward as National Oil We benefit from the expert decisions, the benchmark of our peers within the industry, what they have done, their success stories compared to our own, some of the setbacks we found out in terms of operations and how they measure against the good practice by the advanced regions like Norway and the entire, how they are operating their vessels in the North Sea, their successful stories. Why have they succeeded? What have they done? How has data management helped them succeed in the area of operation? And to see how we can be able to customize some of the solutions to our own homegrown applications, so that the country and the other stakeholders within our own regions get value in what we do as our core business as national oil and
a conference like this helps to start to address some of the important questions related to data. For example, when I have seen us acquire the data, I'm always curious, where is the data stored? Where is it repositoried? And also, has it been evaluated in terms of quality? What's the quality of the data? Who has access to it? Is it secure? And all of the other questions, and also some of the data that might not be necessarily in a digital format where you might acquire data with an instrument. It may be observations we have made, and it may be other information that is pertinent to making use of the other data as well, sometimes called metadata. So this conference allows us to leverage the experience of, first of all, the Norwegians, who obviously have vast experience in management of data, but also to be able to work with our neighboring countries, and I believe there are 9 African countries that are participating in this conference. And it allows us to sort of compare notes, see where we are, and also look at best practices so that we can be able to leverage each other's strengths and be able then to improve on the way we manage data.
Our previous conferences, the 7 of them to be specific, have been helpful in data management. And this particular conference, the 8th conference, that is about collaborative data management, unlocking data potential in Africa, is very important for us. It's because it gives us a platform to be able to analyze and discuss issues about data management and unlocking the potential that we have. Continuing to discuss is a way to do, and it will help the partner countries to be able to improve their data management. Data is very important and crucial to every company and every country, and especially the geoscientific data sets that we are having. So getting ways that we can be able to manage this data very well is very instrumental in this era, because that data is used as a lot of information that is going to be helpful for the current generations and even other generations to come. Another important thing that needs to be done with data is putting attention on how we can add value to this data. The formats we have keep on changing, but now we need to be able to be transformative. We need ideas that will help us to manage this data very well. First of all, to preserve that data, and then to see the way forward that we can add value to this data, so that we don't just receive data and then it's not useful. In the end, we may lose it, but if we put them in rightful formats, rightful specifications, in the rightful platforms, it is going to be helpful for the country.
But we have a good foundation at National Oil. We have the National Data Center that has been repositoried here for many years. And it has been very effective in allowing us to engage external parties, potential investors, people who are interested in blocks when bid rounds come. And the way the data is organized and the infrastructure that we have is a very good starting point, and allows us, I think we can be very proud that in fact it is recognized as one of the
national data repositories around the world. There's only a handful of them, probably no more than 30, and I believe we're one of them. So we have a very good foundation, but we obviously need to modernize. There are a lot of things we can do to improve our data center, and I think a conference like this will allow us to have a much better understanding of where there are opportunities to improve our data security, to be able to improve access so that people can access it from any part of the world once we grant them the access, and so on.
Dear all, karibuni Kenya. Kenya yetu hakuna matata. From Cape Town to Cairo, from Mogadishu to Ankara, welcome to the pride of Africa. To our Norwegians up north, welcome to the Equator. Thank you all.
So thank you so much, and we're hoping that you will have the most fantastic time in both Nairobi and Mombasa.
We look forward into learning more, into more collaborations, transfer of skills and techniques. Karibuni Kenya.
We're looking forward to learn more from you. Karibuni Kenya.
To our visitors from different countries, you're most welcome to Kenya. Enjoy while you are here. Enjoy every aspect of Kenya. Na karibuni sana.
Welcome to the APDM forum. Thank you.
Karibu National IM. Karibuni Kenya.